Want your live stream to look like a TV broadcast instead of dragging windows around? The secret is using scenes in Ecamm. All right, so we are here in the Ecamm interface. As you can see, I have my various windows up. And today, of course, we're just going to focus on our scenes menu. And I'm going to close this. Of course, if you need to know how to get around in Ecamm, I did a separate video, which you can go here to this video to watch how to get around in Ecamm. But for the purposes of this video, I'm going to show you if you don't have this open, or if the scenes menu isn't open, I'm going to close it. You'll just come up here to scene and select show scenes window. Now in Ecamm, you can have your scenes, like you can have it with a text description, or you can have it with a actual image box or video box here as well. I'm going to leave it as the text box because I'll be able to show more inside of this window. I won't have to do too much scrolling. So this right here, this is a scene. Okay, this is my main menu scene, which shows the full screen, full camera view of my scene. So I'm gonna just name this main. Okay, naming that main. Now to add or to create another scene, all I have to do is hit this plus button. Okay, and that's going to create a brand new scene. As you can see, it shows empty scene on the screen there. Let's see if we can highlight that. You see that? Where it shows new empty scene. So I can create a new empty scene by hitting the plus button. I could duplicate this scene if I wanted a second main menu or full camera view. I could duplicate it by hitting this plus button or hitting this button. If I wanted a new group where I grouped different scenes, I could select this folder, and this is a new automatic group that you can select, which we won't go into that for this video. And of course, if I need to delete the scene, I could delete it here. And if I needed to export selected scenes, I could do that here, which we won't get into for this video, but I'm just showing you these options. So I want to create now a new scene. Let's say I want to create a scene that has a intro or a countdown timer. Okay, so a lot of live streams start with a countdown timer. So I want to create that scene. So I'm going to hit the plus button. And there is my new scene that's created there. Now I want to show you this. Let's see. Okay, I know you can't see me here, but you can start your camera scenes. Right now I have it selected to start blank. You can start your camera scene or your new scenes with the camera, which if I select that, it's going to be there. Okay. Or you could do shared screen, or you could do a video file. I'm going to go back to blank screen because I'm creating a countdown timer. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a background. And for that, we're going to go to our image overlay screen. And I'm just going to select a background from my file selection here. Let's see. We want to do, let's see, overlays. Oh, background, and we're just going to select this baby blue. Okay, so here we go. Now, just for the purpose of this video, I'm going to add a camera overlay just so you can see me, so that it doesn't look weird with me being here. And I'm going to do custom. Okay, so this is a overlay on the scene, but I want to create a countdown timer. So I'm just going to go down here to the countdown timer overlay, and it brings up this menu here. Let me drag this over here. Okay, now it's defaulted to 10 minutes. I'm going to select it for 2 minutes. I'm going to add that on the screen. Now, one of the great things about Ecamm, all of these things are customizable. Okay, as you can see, my countdown timer has kind of a clear background. You can change this, right? You can edit the background. So I won't go into all of that, but I'm just showing you these are different things you can do. So here is my countdown timer. Here, I want to start my countdown timer, and I'm going to add a text overlay here. and we'll just say live stream starting in. We'll add that to the screen. All of this is customizable, and that's here. Okay. And so my live stream is starting here. Now, I'm going to go back here because this is my intro. I'm just going to say intro. I'm going to rename that. And that's something important. You want to make sure you name your scenes so that you can identify what is what. So we have our main scene here, which is me, full camera view. And then we have our intro. Okay. So you probably want to start your intro. You want that to start first, right? So all I have to do is drag this above the main and our intro is there. Okay. And so when it gets to the countdown, it'll go, well, I'll show you this. This is just to show you. In the countdown timer overlay, you can have it set to automatically go to the next screen when it gets to the end of the countdown. So that's just something to be aware of, FYI. But I'm going to save that. So I have now a scene for my intro. I have a scene for my main camera view. Maybe you want a closing scene. Okay. Maybe you want a closing scene. Again, let's just add me here just so that it doesn't look weird. Oops, accidentally added 2 of those. We'll close that. Okay. I'm going to add a just a background. Probably the same thing that I added here. Okay. There's our background. All right. Now let me show you this also. Okay. As you begin to add overlays and different things to your scenes, each scene has their own specific identities or items in it. Okay. So if you remember our main screen, it's just me on the full screen. That's all we have. Now, as you begin to add different items to it, like if I go back to my intro, down here, the overlays, it's going to show you what all is in this scene. Okay. So in this scene, this is me. We have our camera link. Okay. That's just the name that it's defaulted to. We have here our countdown timer, which is defaulted at 2 minutes. We have some text, which is our live stream. And actually, I see it now. I did a typo. All right, we're going to correct that because, hey, we can do that, right? All right, so live stream starting in, we have that here, and we have our background. All of this is a part of this scene. So again, you can make this scene how amazing you want. You can add as much as you want to it. You know, just depending on your audience, right? You want to create a scene that's going to resonate with your audience. Not only that, but that fits your niche. Okay, so you know, go above and beyond with your scenes. You know, do whatever you want to do with it. But I just want to show you that all of your scenes, whatever you add, your overlays, all of that information is going to be here. Okay, so if we go to our background, or this is the added one, we'll just say this is, I'm going to say this is a, we're going to say presentation. Okay. Let's say you want to share some information over here. Okay. I'm just adding this. Okay. Maybe you got some information to tell. Maybe you're going to be teaching something. Okay. So you can add a, you can add a shape overlay here. And for my shape overlays, I like to add just a little shadow to it. It makes it look a little better, but I can add text. I begin to add text to this. Okay. And let's see. I don't want a background for this. Let's see. No shadow. I'm just going to leave that background just for the sake of this. But let's say you were teaching on making a better live stream. You could have your information here. Okay. So this is our presentation screen. This is our live stream starting in. This is our main, where you'll be talking, of course, on your live stream. Presentation, You can have that here. Okay. Let's say you're going to have a guest. Okay. We're going to create another scene. I'm going to add a camera overlay here. Add a camera overlay here. Let me delete that. Okay. I'm going to add a camera overlay here. We're going to add a background to this. Let's see. Yep. Go back to my backgrounds. Now it covered me up. Now, in order to get me on top of the screen, all I have to do is go to my camera overlay and drag it above the background. Okay. So let's say we're going to have a guest. I'm just going to duplicate this, center it. Okay. I'm going to center it. I'm going to go to this edit button. That's the edit button. And instead of using my camera, I'm going to use guest one, and they're going to be there. So me and my guest now, we're here on the screen. We're talking about the information, making a better live stream. Maybe they're an expert at live streaming, but they're here. You got them there on screen. You and your guests, of course, you could add your names here with the text overlay. You can add your names there. But let's see, we're making a great live stream here. We got our intro. Okay, we got our intro. We got our main. That's that. We got our presentation. Okay, I can make that bigger. Make it as big as the box, right? Making a better live stream. You can have bullet points that you wanted to share on the screen, or you could put a video on there as well. You could share, if you had a monitor, a separate monitor, you could share your screen on a separate monitor, or if you need to go to a website, you could put that there as well. This, of course, is our guest. And we'll just say, we'll call this interview. Okay. And we'll do just the last scene. We'll call it closing. All right. Closing. And we'll just add, I'll add that. We'll add a background. We'll go with our same baby blue. Here. Drag me on top. Get rid of that. And you're just gonna say, thanks for watching. You say, thanks for watching. Okay, thanks for watching. That's when we can say that. Now with the closing, of course, you could add your logos. You could add some call to actions here, right? You could add some call to actions here. Subscribe. You could add your socials, all of that. You can add all of those images on your closing, of course, for your live stream. But in a nutshell, that's pretty much it. You got yourself a nice little broadcast. Okay. We're going to show you that in action now. Here we go. Here's our intro. I'm going to get rid of me. But here's our intro. Right? Live stream starting in 2 minutes. Then after that countdown goes away, it's going to come to the main screen with you talking, of course, to your viewers, to all of your followers. And then you get into your presentation where you're presenting maybe some making a better live stream. And then you can bring on your guests and interview here. Of course, you can add your guests to the presentation or to the presentation mode as well. You can have you and your guests on that same presentation screen. And then we end our live stream. Thanks for watching. Again, you can enhance that as much as you want. Of course, there is no limits when it comes to Ecamm. That's what I love about Ecamm. But that's pretty much it on creating scenes. If this video was helpful for you, you can always support the channel by liking this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you always watching, and we'll see you all in the next video.